Hello. Today we're going to read King Midas and the Golden Touch, retold by Perkins. King Midas and the Golden Touch. King Midas loved gold. He slept in a golden bed. He kept a bluebird in a golden cage. Every morning the bluebird sang to wake him up. Every morning the king put on his golden crown. He sat down to breakfast with his daughter, Princess Marigold. They drank royal grape juice, they ate royal sausages, they drank from golden cups, they ate from golden plates. After breakfast, the king went to see his royal goldsmiths. His goldsmiths made him golden clocks and golden tables. They even made him golden fish hooks. Every day the king went for a ride. He went all over his land looking for gold. Then he took the gold back to his palace. In the palace, his servants took the gold downstairs. They took the gold into a big, dark cave. The cave was full of gold, and every day King Midas locked himself in. "Gold," he would say, "I love the way it shines." "Gold," he would say, "I love the way it feels." "Gold, gold, gold, how I love my gold." One day the king was in his cave. He heard a sound. He looked up. He saw a strange little man. "How did you get in here?" he asked. "Oh, I can do anything," said the little man. "Why, I can even make a wish come true. What do you wish for most?" "What do I wish for most? Gold, of course," said the king. "I wish that everything I touch would turn to gold." "That is a very big wish," said the little man. "It may not make you happy, but if that is what you want." "I will make your wish come true. Go upstairs, go to bed. In the morning, everything you touch will turn to gold." There was a flash of light. The little man was gone. That night, King Midas could not sleep. All night he wondered, will my wish come true? Will I really have the golden touch? At last the sun came up. The king's bluebird began to sing. King Midas sat up and reached out to touch the bird. The bluebird turned to gold. "It works!" shouted King Midas. "I have the golden touch." He put on his royal coat and pants. His coat and pants turned to gold. King Midas ran through his palace. He turned a door to gold. He turned a chair to gold. He turned his umbrella to gold. Then he ran into the garden. He turned a frog to gold. He touched the red roses and turned them all to gold. "Look," he called to Princess Marigold, "look what I can do." But Marigold did not answer. She just looked at the golden roses. They were hard and cold, and they didn't even smell. The king and the princess went to eat breakfast. King Midas was very happy. He took a royal sausage. "Ouch!" yelled the king. "My sausage had turned to gold. I can't eat this," he cried. He reached for his grape juice. "Oh my," said King Midas, "golden grape juice." Ouch. "I must have food. I'm hungry," he shouted. He ran into the royal kitchen and grabbed a fish. It turned to gold. He grabbed apples and donuts. He grabbed more and more sausages, but the same thing happened. The same thing happened all day long. The king couldn't write. His ink turned to gold. He couldn't make fire. The logs turned to gold. All the king's servants ran away because no one could work in a palace like this. That night, the king tried to brush his teeth. He tried to take a bath. He tried to go to bed, but there was nothing he could do. King Midas sat on his golden bed and began to cry. Princess Marigold heard her father. She came into his room. "Poor Daddy," cried Marigold. "Please don't cry." She ran to her father. She held out her arms. King Midas reached out. He touched his little girl, and Marigold turned into a statue of gold. Day after day, King Midas sat on his throne in his golden palace. He looked and looked at his cold gold daughter. Then one day there was a flash of light. King Midas looked up. The little man was back. "King Midas," said the little man, "I think I will give you one more wish. If you love something more than gold, wish for it, King Midas. Wish for it with all your heart." King Midas jumped up and he wished with all his heart. He put out his hand. He touched his cold gold daughter. His wish came true. His daughter turned back from gold. Hooray! He ran through the palace. The king touched everything and he turned everything back into what it was before. He touched the roses. He touched the frog. He touched the umbrella. He touched the bluebird. Last of all, he touched the royal sausages and the royal grape juice. Then King Midas and Princess Marigold sat down to breakfast. It was the happiest breakfast they had ever had. The end.